Well, this video I've been wanting to make for quite some time now. I did check on YouTube. I don't see anybody making a video about this, so I thought, why not take the time and explain to you guys? Let's get started. So, it is very different at Chuck E. Cheese. When you first go to your local Chuck E. Cheese, you would always love to play your favorite games at Chuck E. Cheese. When you play your favorite games, you'll notice there's something a little bit different going on at Chuck E. Cheese. And of course, I'm talking about the Chuck E. Cheese tickets. This has been a question ever since day one, since they reopened Chuck E. Cheese, and since they brought back the Chuck E. Live shows. When will Chuck E. Cheese bring back the tickets? And when will Chuck E. Cheese do the ticket splash again? If you guys don't know, they removed all the Chuck E. Cheese tickets at all of their locations since 2021. So, ever since they made the announcement, since they brought back the Chuck E. Live, people, when you dance with Chuck E. Cheese, you would expect him to throw tickets at the end, but unfortunately, Chuck E. Cheese has never thrown out tickets, and people would always wonder, why doesn't Chuck E. Cheese do the ticket splash? Now, you're probably asking, how do you get your tickets then? From what I've been told, the Chuck E. Cheese tickets are actually inside the Play Pass, from what I've been told. So, and they even removed some of the ticket munchers ever since they got rid of the Chuck E. Cheese tickets. And the one thing they kept, and they still have tickets inside them, is the Ticket Blaster. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. This is kind of bothering me. Why did they keep the Ticket Blaster? If you get rid of all the Chuck E. Cheese tickets throughout all the locations, why did you decide to keep the Ticket Blaster and have the tickets inside there? That doesn't make any sense to me, in my opinion. So the question is, will the Chuck E. Cheese tickets return at some point? Well, let's go back a little further. Take it for the Chuck E. Cheese tokens, for example. They removed all the Chuck E. Cheese tokens since 2016, and they were replaced by Play Pass. But in 2021, when they removed the Chuck E. Cheese tickets, they decided to put the inside the Play Passes as well. So, you're probably asking yourself, will they return at some point? Well, let's go back a further for the ticket splash, for example. Like, take it for Avenger Chuck E. Cheese, for example. During the Avenger era at Chuck E. Cheese, when you dance with him at the end, he would always throw tickets at the end, and people would always be excited for the ticket throw. Of course, that was during the Avenger era, and there were a few times during the Avenger era, Chuck E. Cheese would come out at these different times, and that was during the Avenger era. And they also would update the signs for Follow Me for free tickets. Like, during the Avenger era, you would follow Chuck E. Cheese and do his dances, and he would throw tickets at the end. Of course, that was during the Avenger era. Before this sign, the yellow Follow Me for free ticket sign, the sign was like this at one point. And, of course, like I said, that was during the Avenger era. But during Rockstar era, the sign would look like this, for example, when Rockstar was introduced in 2012 and when they made the costume in 2013. That was during Rockstar era at the time. And they also updated the sign as well, for example, and Chuck E. Cheese would come out every hour on the 30. And also, during the time, they also updated the free ticket sign again during that time. But during the 2.0 era, you would expect Chuck E. Cheese to throw tickets at the end. And I did a little research, like, if they would bring them back. From what I found on the research, they decided to shred all the Chuck E. Cheese tickets. Yep, that's right, they shred them all. And they even re-edited some of their dances, like, without the ticket splash. Like, those would include Me and My Friends, Chucky Cha-Cha, Easy Dance, and Happy Dance. These new dances has been around since 2021, and I think they should get a new update at some point. And during that time, I was doing some research, and they released new dances in the Chuck E. Cheese YouTube channel. Like, for example, we've got Let's Have a Party, Disco Dancing, Dinosaur Party, and All You Can Play. And the dances they did bring back were Chucky Says and Do the Chuckies. And at some point, those new dances might be in the show tapes at some point. I don't know, but also they did also are bringing some old dances like Chuck E. Cheese Halloween Bootacular, Haunted House Party. That's the Halloween dance party that are around for Halloween season. The Winter Wonderland, Chuck E. Cheese Springtastic, and the Summer of Fun. And so the question is, like, those new dances, they're okay in my opinion, and I don't even know if they're released in the show tapes yet. And speaking of new show tapes, they also need to update, like, the birthday show, for example. The birthday show has been around since 2018, and I think they should get a new update, like with Bella B. You're probably asking, why am I making this video about the birthday show instead of the tickets? I thought I would make explaining the new dances to you guys. So people are wondering, ever since they got rid of the Chuck E. Cheese tickets, like, will they return at some point? So the question to answer that is, I don't know if they will at some point. And people are also wondering, since they are doing the 2.0, like, why not bring Chucky and his friends? Like, Chucky and his friends has been around for grand reopening parties, and people would always wonder, like, will Chucky, like, do the live ticket splash along with his friends? Well, for Chucky and his friends, like, for example, for Chuck E. Cheese, Helen Henney, Munch, Jasper, and even Pasquale, they mostly appear in grand reopening parties, and people are also wondering, like, will they play games or even celebrate birthday parties with guests and customers? Well, of course, they only appeared in grand reopening parties, but there were a few times where they would do some dances with Chuck E. Cheese. And I know this video isn't going to be about the dances at some point, but let me explain to you guys. Will the Chuck E. Cheese tickets return at some point? Well, to answer that question is, I don't think they will at some point. Like, if they put it inside the Play Pass, I don't think they would ever bring them back at some point. But, so, to answer that is probably not. But I know some of you guys would want Chuck E. Cheese to do the ticket splash, but I don't think he will at some point. But fans are hoping, and they're hoping that sometime in the future that Chuck E. Cheese will change their minds and bring back the Chuck E. Cheese tickets and Chuck E. Cheese doing the ticket splash. Alright? Okay, guys, get ready, because in the next video on Friday, we're going to be talking about the Chuck E. Cheese Trash Busters.